Cancel culture or call-out culture is a real thing. The billion-dollar, life-altering woke question, though, is whether it's a good thing or a bad thing. Now, people like me who choose to do work like this are at great risk. One false word, a questionable image, or even an errant tweet, and it's all over. I mean, done. The twisted lens canceled. And while I appreciate the accountability side of the question, the opposing view is that the accuser instantly becomes judge and jury, and once accused, even falsely, a reputation, my reputation, is hard to repair. This is very personal, so let's twist the lens and look at cancel culture just a little bit more closely. I'm told that I'm only as good as my worst day. Wow, that is a very high standard to set. Because on my worst day, I said things I now regret. I was unkind, mean-spirited, or maybe even violent. Maybe an errant word or a taunt as a teenager, a picture from a college party 30 years ago, or even an angry exchange with a team member. On my worst day, I was not the person I was proud of, and that is how I am to be judged for the rest of my life. And apparently, no apologies can change that. Now, to be fair, it also cuts the other way. Good deeds captured on a dash cam or a heartfelt note that I thought was private might find its way to the internet, or even a random act of kindness caught in the frame of a smartphone. I might really benefit from all this attention. So here is the big idea. Social accountability, good and bad, is a very old idea. Humans by nature are tribal, so within my clan or community, I must adhere to strict social norms or face the wrath of my peers. I might be tarred and feathered or forced to wear a scarlet letter. Or with good behavior, I could be elevated to a high status and have folk songs written about me. Now, beyond my clan are others, those people, whoever they are, who don't share my values. Dr. Seuss, who has recently fallen out of favor, wrote a brilliant metaphor as his star-bellied Sneetches were hated by the regular Sneetches, and the wearing of the star was no accident when it was written in 1961, shortly after World War II and the Holocaust. And how about the Democrats and Republicans who can barely be at the same backyard barbecue, or the Catholics and the Protestants? All of these groups will take any chance they can to call out or cancel the others while elevating and promoting their own status. Is this a healthy behavior? Has cancel culture gone too far? In the modern world, 58% of North Americans believe that calling someone out on social media is a way to hold them accountable. But 38% believe the punishment doesn't always fit the crime and could be undeserved, especially if the accuser is anonymous. How important is anonymous? Well, that's huge. The Sixth Amendment of the U.S. Constitution, Section 11F in Canada, enshrines the rights of the accused to face their accuser. And this came from the Romans, who borrowed it from the Acts of the Apostles in 25:16, so it's been around a while. The point being is that it's not legal to accuse someone of a crime and not show your face. That's a big deal, and yet those days are now gone. Sociologist Amy Coots of USC really helped me understand when she said, "The instant nature of social media means that very large and complicated issues get condensed into one sentence, 1 minute of video on TikTok or a photo on Instagram. Cancel culture says you are all good or you're all bad, and human nature is much more complicated than that." So what to do? I think the Me Too movement and the Black Lives movement both showed the power of speaking up against things that were clearly wrong. However, there was also collateral damage that has to be acknowledged. Unchecked, why would anybody go into politics or coach kids hockey or even join a board or a committee if we are only to be judged on our very worst day? As Dr. Kuntz also said, deeper thinking, which requires time and effort, rarely happens in this new world. And that's a great insight and one I need to remember. For me, I'll wear the scarlet letter if it fits and would only ask to be judged fairly, thoughtfully, and thoroughly by my peers, with the right to face my accuser. That's about as woke as I know how to be. And as always, if you enjoy this series and this style of contextual thinking, please comment and check out my book at beyondtheblindfold.com.